Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder of Landscape Marketing Hero. And today what I want to share with you is how you can motivate your employees to improve their own performance so they deliver the work that they need to deliver, so your company grows and so that everything runs smoother inside of your organization. So stay tuned and I'll share that with you. I'm Gabe Arnold and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. Finding outstanding employees to work for our companies can be a challenge. It's something that if you don't understand the process, if you don't have a system, and if you don't understand the mindset behind recruiting outstanding employees, it can really be a challenge because it can affect our growth, right? We can be in a position where we have a ton of work coming in and great customers, but we don't have the staff to do it, and it means we can't grow the business as much as we want to that year. That's something that we help people overcome here at Landscape Marketing Hero. So if you need any help with that, you can reach out to us anytime. We'd be glad to share that with you. But before I kind of get into breaking down some of the things I want to share and teach you today around how to motivate employees, I want to just recognize something that's been happening for quite a few decades now, but we're really fully in a new season in the labor market. I remember when I started working with my grandfather, he had an employee there that had been with him for 30 some years when I started. This was 20 some years ago. And this employee outlasted my grandfather. My grandfather passed away years ago. This employee ended up working for my brother who took over my grandpa's company. And so he ended up working for all three generations of, inside my grandfather's company. And I think he finished out somewhere around almost 50 years with my grandfather's company. He worked for my grandfather when he turned 16. And I want to say, he didn't retire when he was 65. He worked a little bit longer than that because he loved the work so much. And that's amazing. That's awesome. It's a really special, cool story. It's amazing that happened. And that was something that was really common in older generations. My mother-in-law has worked at the same company for 45 years. I can talk to anybody who's, 55, 60 and older, and either they have had a long time job at one place or they know people that, have had a career with one company because that was very normal in that generation. Today, that's not normal. That's not how the labor market works. There's some stats say that people change jobs, inside of every 2 years. Other stats say that people may stay 3 to 4 years. But that's just, it's a very different world that we live in. And so in today's world, in today's labor market, we have to be aware of what truly motivates our employees. How do we serve them? How do we help them grow? And how do we make it a win-win relationship where they're getting a ton of value from working in our company and we're getting a ton of value from it as well? It should be that equal win-win. And one of the things that's important to realize around that is that money is not the number one motivator for people. Money is the outcome of the work they do. It's the outcome of the value that they produce, but it's not, in most cases, the number one motivator. Our best motivation comes from inside of us. It's intrinsic, it's internal, and it doesn't need external input. And I'm sure you've probably experienced this, even if you've hired a few employees, even if you're, starting out. But for those of us that have hired hundreds of folks over the years, it's pretty easy to recognize early on. If you have to keep following up with an employee, you have to make sure they did their tasks, you have to, really micromanage them, then they're clearly not motivated enough to take ownership of the tasks that they're handed and do them with excellence. And there's a disconnect in that type of situation where that employee either is in the wrong job and shouldn't be there in the first place, which is sometimes that's what's going on. But also there's plenty of times where, as the leader, as the owner, as the one that's really supposed to lead and serve them, we haven't connected their intrinsic motivations to their job. And so part of being an effective leader, part of growing our companies and really getting amazing performance out of our employees and helping them self-motivate, is getting to know them more and to learn more about what drives them, what motivates them in life. I've worked with so many different people over the years. Some people are just super motivated to have time with their family, which means vacations and doing sports with their kids and, doing fun things around the house. And that's their driver. Other people, I know, just want to go to music concerts all the time. They love doing that on the weekends, and that's their thing. I have friends who, work really hard all week and love what they do, but it's so they can go back and do fishing. And one of my friends has a microbrewery, and he just does a lot of stuff around his house as well. Or some people are really into motorcycles or cars or whatever their passion is. They're really driven by that. And so by investing in our relationship with our employees, by getting to know them, by spending, individual time with them, at least on a monthly basis, but ideally more frequently, you can get to know them on a personal level, and you can help them connect the dots and say, Joe, I know that you really love going to music concerts on the weekend. And, part of why I love having you here is when you're focused and when you show up and you're doing great work, not only does the company benefit, our customers get great value, but this gives you the freedom of time and money to go on the weekend and go see the shows you want, or to take time off when you give us a heads up and you want to take a couple days off. You have the financial resources to do that. So I want you to be able to pursue your dream of seeing all these different bands, and doing all these different things. Or maybe one of your employees loves going camping with their family. I want you to be able to buy that RV and have four-wheelers and go to all the campgrounds you want and do all those fun things. I want you to be able to do that. And so how do we make work really productive and fun and successful for you so you can have more of what you want out of life? Those are the types of conversations that when you have with your employees, you can really connect with them and understand what's important to them and what drives them. And when you understand that and you understand what they want to get out of life, you can help them get more of that by explaining, this job is a tool. It's your opportunity to achieve your dreams. And so the more successful you are here, the more consistent, income you're going to make. Over the long run, you're going to be able to make more money, because the more successful we are as a company means that we'll be profitable. It means we can give consistent raises over time. It means that our company will grow, which means your life streams will grow. And that's just one example of how to pull out intrinsic motivation inside of people. Some people are super motivated by the work they do. Some people love talking to customers. In my brother's company now, like I said, he ended up taking over my grandfather's company years later. He has an employee that works for him who just loves sales. All he wants to do is sell more, learn about sales, go to sales trainings, be in, sales coaching and courses. And so my brother understands what motivates him. And so he regularly helps this employee invest in their development as a salesperson, and the whole company grows because of it. And so as leaders, as the founders of our company, as we're looking for ways to really motivate our employees so we get better performance from them, our job is to understand them, relate to them, and help us understand what their why is, what their reason is, why they want to be successful, in the company so that they can achieve what they want in life. And when we do that, that's how we can create more of that intrinsic motivation, and we can help people drive themselves forward to do excellent work, to show up on time, and to really perform so they can achieve their big goal. When work and our passions or our goal in life are disconnected, then we don't really perform well in work. When we can connect our passion or our big reason to work, we will work super hard, we'll be super productive, we'll be efficient, and that makes our big goal in our life a lot more attainable and a lot more enjoyable. So I hope this perspective has helped you kind of just rethink how you can motivate employees, how you can connect with them and serve them at a higher level. Because when we show up that way as leaders, when we really invest in our employees, our whole team grows, our company grows, and everything works better. And you will have many more employees thank you for the time they got to work with you. They'll send you referrals. They'll be much more connected to your organization. So I hope this has been helpful to you. These are the types of things that we love sharing and teaching and giving all the strategies and much more in-depth processes for inside of our mastermind. So if you need any help with this, please reach out at landscapemarketinghero.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.